Hello, hello. Thanks so much for joining me. Today, we're going to go through a full body strength workout. So what you're going to need for today is 2 dumbbells. I'm going to use 15 pounds, but a weight anywhere between 12 to 20 is going to be good, just depending on what rep range you're going to do. So if you're working for strength, shoot for 8 to 10 reps, use a little bit of a heavier weight. If your goal is muscular endurance, go for 12. And then if you want to focus more on conditioning and aerobic activity, bump it to 15 to 20 reps per exercise that we do. I'll go through a little bit more detail as we get into the workout. What you can expect from today is I'll go through a demo and instruction for each exercise. So first 5 minutes will be the demo and instruction. After that, we'll get into the warm up and then we'll start our workout. So if you're advanced and you want to fast forward through the demo and instruction, go right ahead and I'll see you in a couple minutes. If not, and you want to get a detailed explanation, stick with me here and we'll get started. What we'll start with today, we've got 8 movements. So we're going to go through a squat and a press. The squat, you're going to pulse twice. So what I want you to do is have your feet a little closer together. This is a narrow squat. So if you want to have your feet touching, your knees should be touching. If your feet are shoulder width apart, that's fine, but the knees need to stay in line with the toes. So you'll take your 2 dumbbells, keep them up at your shoulders. So if your feet are shoulder width apart, you're going to go down, pulse twice, and shoot the dumbbells up. Go down, pulse twice, push back up, maintaining a neutral spine and heel pressure. So again, shoulder width apart is good. Feet together, just make sure your knees are touching. Next one's going to be a chest press. We're going to do a wide to narrow chest press. So this workout's going to be a little bit more intense than the last one. For the chest press, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Have a small arch in your lower back. You're going to push straight up wide. Rotate the dumbbell to bring the elbows close to the body. Push straight back up. So each time you're going to do a rotation, breathe in as you go down, breathe out as you come up. Breathe in, breathe out. Next, we've got a lunge in a row. So we're going to start one leg at a time. Split your feet. Back heel stays up, front heel stays down. You're going to drop your back knee for the lunge. Then you're going to hip hinge over. We're going to use 1 dumbbell at a time. And you're going to row up. So we're going to stand, drop the back knee, hip hinge forward so your back stays straight. You load the glute, pull up, squeeze the shoulder blades. We're going to switch legs and switch arms during the workout or your weights. Next one is a sit up with your knee to an elbow. So during your sit up, the closer your feet are, the harder it is. So if a sit up is challenging for you, bring your feet away from the body. You can swing your arms if you need a bit of momentum. Come up, swing, but I want you to twist and rotate opposite knee to elbow at the top. Come up, swing, knee to elbow. If you don't need the momentum, don't use it. Challenge your body. Don't swing the arms. Come up and twist, opposite knee to elbow. Our next one is a sumo squat in the second circuit, sumo squat and a stiff-legged deadlift. So you're going to need your weights. Sumo squat is now wide foot position, toes out. So same idea, the knee follows the line of the toe. When you're doing your squat, your knee should never come in like this. You want to push them out as you go down. Have your dumbbells in front, squat down, knees out, come up, squeeze the glutes. You're going to hip hinge over. So micro bend in the front knee, back and shoulders stay squeezed. Wide stance, squat down, knees are out, heels are down, squeeze the glutes, hip hinge over, come up straight. One more time. Heels down, knees out, back is straight, come up, micro bend in the knee, stretch and stand. Next, we've got Renegade Row. So a Renegade Row is a high plank position where you're lifting the dumbbell into a row position. So start hands and knees, have 1 dumbbell in the middle, shift your body weight to 1 arm, Pull up, squeeze the shoulder blade, switch sides. You want to maintain hip level. So try not to have your hips moving around. Try not to have them up really high. So nice and level, minimal movement. Come up, squeeze the shoulder blade. Next is a plank seesaw. So take a dumbbell out of the way. Low plank position. The wider your feet are in a plank, the easier it is to stabilize. If your feet are really close, it becomes much harder. So you pick the intensity level. You're gonna push forward, pull back, push forward, pull back. So if you notice, I'm rotating on the top of my toes, pushing forwards and back, and it's not hips up, hips down. Not this. Straight, forward, back, abs engaged, core engaged. Last one is a leg lift with an overhead or with a pullover. So you can take your weight, lay flat down on your mat, hold the dumbbell behind your head, micro bend in the elbows. Don't lock the joint. You don't want to have a straight joint. It's always small bend, always a small bend. Lower back pushed into the mat. You're going to come up and meet in the middle. Push your lower back into the mat the whole time. If that's really challenging, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Okay. So if you fast forward, now's the time to come back into the warm-up. Don't forget to start your watch if you have an Apple Watch or some type of watch that controls your workouts, your heart rate. And don't forget your music. So now's a good time to start the music. I'm not going to play any in the workout because then there'll be a challenge with me talking in the music. So play the music that you like to listen to in your workout. Okay, so for our warm-up, we're going to start with a squat to stand. So reach for the toes, drop the butt, lift the hands, stand. Reach for the toes, drop the butt, stand. Try to keep your heels down. It's okay if your back isn't completely straight when you're hip hinging over. If you want to round, that's okay too. You know your body best. You know the intensity level that you should be working at. And you know if something doesn't quite feel right. So listen to your body. There's no judgment in the workout. If you need to modify something, if you need to switch it up, change the intensity level, no problem. Listen to your body. That's the most important thing. Great. Next, we're going to do twists, arms out like a T. Rotate through the spine. And look in the direction that your shoulders are rotating. What that does is keeps your spine neutral. I'm going to talk about rate of perceived exertion. I'm going to talk about heart rate, and I'll talk about how you can gauge the intensity level for the workout for today. So last one for our warm-up, arm circles. Forward, start small and work your way larger. So rate of perceived exertion, fancy term, is how do you feel, scale of 1 to 10. So for the workout today, it's going to be a little bit higher intensity level. We've combined multiple movements, switch directions. And we've combined multiple movements. So what I want you to do is try to have your workout intensity level about a 7 or 8 for today. Let's get started in our first exercise, and I'll talk more about the 7 to 8 rate of perceived exertion. So first one, get your weights. I'm going to go for a 12 rep range. You decide what reps you're going to do, what weights you're going to use based on your goals. So narrow squat, we've got knees in line with the toes. Breathe in as you go down, pulse once, come up, press. Good. Breathe in, pulse. Good. So if you're thinking, how do I know if I'm working out at a 7 or 8 out of 10? How do I know if I'm working out at a 5 or a 6 out of 10? I'm not sure what intensity level I should be working out at. The talk test is a good way to determine that. Heel pressure, squeeze the glutes at the top. Shoulders should be burning. Quads should be burning. Glutes should be burning. If your arms are getting really tired, use the power of your legs to drive the dumbbells up. Let's keep going. Last 2. Good. 1 more. Great. Dumbbells down. Chest press, wide to narrow. So the talk test. If you can talk and have a conversation, elbows out, arch in your lower back, heels to the ground. Breathe in when the dumbbells are down. Breathe out as they come up. Breathe in, breathe out. So each time you do 2 movements, you're wide and you're narrow, that counts as 1 rep. If you can have a conversation during the workout, if you can talk to your neighbor or talk to somebody, you're probably working at about a 5 or a 6, which means that you're being challenged, but you can still talk during the workout. A 7 or an 8 means that it's going to be challenging to respond back. You can talk, but you wouldn't be able to have a full conversation, talk about what you're doing later today and, you know, tell your whole life story. Good job, keep going. Try to match the breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. We're almost there. Keep that small arch in your lower back. Really expand the chest, push the chest out. Great, let's do 1 more. Awesome. Dumbbells down to the floor. Lunging in a row. So what I want you to do, same arm, same leg, the dumbbell should be in for this exercise. So separate your 2 movements, don't combine them, separate them. Lunge, then a row. Drop the back knee, come up, hip hinge, squeeze the shoulder blade. Come back up, drop the knee, squeeze the shoulder blade. Let's go. Heel pressure, front foot always. Toe pressure in the back foot. Heel should be high. When you're doing this lunge in this row, your elbow should be tight to the body. When you're rolling, think elbow to hip, really nice and tight. And shoulders away from the ears. So what we're not doing is we're not rolling up like this, really restricted, close to the neck. Push that shoulder down. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. I've got 2 more. Good, last one. You can always change the weight too. Great, let's switch sides. Change the weight. If you start and you're like, this is too light, switch it up. Doesn't matter if you're middle of the set, just grab a different weight quick, no problem. Drop the back knee, hip hinge, row up. If you're having trouble with balance, you can either take out part of the movement, take out the row, stick with just the lunge. What that's going to do is help you stare at one spot. I find staring at one spot, a spot that doesn't move straight ahead, keeping your chest up, allows you to focus a little bit more on the balance. So you really should be feeling this in your glute by now, glute to the front leg. That's where I want you to focus. Create that mind-muscle connection. Great. Last one, pull up, elbow to hip, squeeze that shoulder blade. Great job. Next one, sit up, knee to elbow. So down to the mat. When you're doing your sit up, further your heels are away from the butt, easier it is. If you bring them in, it's gonna be a lot harder. You can use your arms for momentum. So swing up, breathe out as you twist. Breathe in, breathe out. I always used to feel awkward about exaggerated breathing like that. And then the reality is it's more effective for your workout. So I think I got over that pretty quick. Good. And it helps remind you to breathe. Sometimes when you're holding your breath or when you're working out, you hold your breath. And all that's going to do is restrict blood flow to the body. It's going to decrease your performance. Your muscles are going to tighten up. It's going to give you a stronger burn because that lactic acid isn't circulating as much. Lactic acid buildup in your body is what makes that burning sensation. If these sit-ups are getting challenging with the swinging, do the crunches. Crunch and twist. It's still going to be effective for your abs. Let's finish off. Last one. Good. Okay, drink some water. We're going to go through that again. Intensity level should be 7 to 8 out of 10. If you feel like at the end of that round, you were at an 8 or 9, reduce your weights, move a little bit slower. If you were at a 4 or 5, maybe a 6, you can amp up your weights a little bit, you can move a little quicker. We want to try to get that 7 to 8 for this workout today. So we'll start again with the squat and the pulse. So, keep wanting to go wide. Narrow squat, heels down. Pulse twice, drive up. Pulse twice, drive up. Heel pressure the whole time. Core nice and tight, back straight. When you're squatting, never look down. Never look down, it rounds the spine. Keep your chest up, keep your head up. Your heart rate for today. You can calculate your target heart rate zones for you to have an effective workout. How you do that? 220 minus your age. So if you're 30, your max heart rate theoretically for everybody your age is 190 beats per minute. You don't want to be working at 190 beats per minute if you're 30. You want to be working 70 to 80% of that, which means your heart rate should be at 135 to 145. Last one. Good. Chest press, wide to narrow. Actually, let's use these. So if you have a watch or a heart rate monitor, arch your back, breathe in when the dumbbells are down, breathe out as you push up. Rotate, elbows close to the body, push up. Switch back, breathe in, rotate, breathe out as you push up. So if you don't have a heart rate monitor or a watch that tells you your heart rate, you can easily figure it out. During your rest breaks, what I want you to do, find your pulse, count how many beats are in 15 seconds, times that by 4. That's going to give you your heart rate. So remember, if you're 30, your heart rate should be around 135 to 145. And you want to try to maintain that for this whole workout. It's 40 minutes in the day. We've got 40 minutes to push ourselves. Great job. Shoulders and chest should be burning. When you're wide, you're working more chest. When you're narrow, you're working chest and triceps. Chest, triceps. One more. Don't worry about speed either. It's better, always form over function. Always form before you go heavier. Always form before you go quicker. Lunge in the row. If you're having trouble with balance too, you could try going opposite arm and leg. It'll help redistribute the weight. Your choice. Neither movement is wrong. Head up, chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades. Back heel is high. Breathe in. Row. Always heel pressure of that front foot, always. Your toes don't need to come up off the floor, but majority of your body weight pressure should be in that heel. Where you push and where you put pressure in the body, in your foot, is where, in your foot, wherever you put pressure in your foot, is where you're gonna feel it more in the body. So if you push from your toes, your quads are gonna be burning a lot. You're really gonna feel it in the front of that leg. Push more from the heel so you can activate hamstring and glute. Last one. Heel pressure, row up. Good. Switch sides. Shake your arms out, shake your legs out. Nice big stance, really big stance. When you lunge down, your legs should be at about 90-degree angle. If your feet are too close, look at the knee joint, look at the angle. 90 degrees. All right, let's go. Lunge and row. Good, pull up, squeeze that shoulder blade. Head up, chest up. Elbow to hip each time you pull. Breathing through your nose. This is gonna help calm your central nervous system. If your heart rate's beating really fast, try to control the breathing through the nose. Doing good. Just a few more. Legs are burning, that's normal. It's a good thing. Keep with that burn. The more you can withstand that burn, the more effective your workout's gonna be, the better your body is gonna recover, the stronger you will get. One more. Row. Good. Nice job. Sit up, knee to elbow. Swing the arms, come up, twist. If this sit up is too hard, you can't get all the way up, don't worry about it. Cross your hands over the body, crunch up and twist. Crunch up and twist. If your neck is sore, hands behind the head, help support the neck. Don't pull on it, don't pull your head up, but just there to support. Great job. Almost there. Control the breathing. If your toes keep coming up, a good idea is to go to the edge of the couch, put your toes underneath the couch, or put some weights on top. Have your partner hold your feet down. Last one. Good. All right, drink some water. Let's go one more round. You can do it. Adjust your weights at any time. If you're getting tired, you need to go down, go down. No judgment. Feet narrow, heels down, knees in line with the toes. Pulse, drive the weights up. Breathe in, breathe out, push. Nice job. Core tight. Keep those abs tight. Good, keep going. Last two. Good, good, push. Don't give up. One more. Nice. Chest press, wide to narrow. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Small arch in the lower back. Start wide. Deep breath in. Breathe out, push. Rotate at the top. Controlled, always controlled movements. If your dumbbells are flying all over the place, switch to a lighter one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're switching. It's better to have control with the body, and it'll be more effective than just using a heavy weight. Good. As long as you feel challenged, then you're doing what you came here to do. Nice work. Elbow should almost touch the floor, if not touch the floor each time. If you're on a bench, it'll go a little bit below the chest, but the dumbbell, your elbow will go below the chest, but the dumbbell should come right in line. Feeling your chest and shoulders burn. Feeling your triceps burn on this narrow press. Let's do one more. Narrow. Great. Bring the dumbbells down to the floor. Lunge and row. Split your feet. Ooh. Back heel high, heel pressure front foot. Let's go. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. You guys should be sweating by now. We should be sweating. Sweating is healthy for your body. It's a good thing if you sweat a lot. Nice work. Breathe in. Make sure that spine stays straight, even when you're hip hinging over. We're not rounding. No rounding with the spine. Core tight. Load the glute. Head is up, chest is up. Nice work. You got it. Good. Let's do 3 more. Lunge. Hip hinge. Row. Good. Lunge. Don't worry if you lose your balance. It's all good. Just get back in the position. Good. Done. Switch your feet. Wipe off your sweat. And let's go. Back heel high. Core tight. Chest up. Breathe in. Row. Roman's my trainer today. Nice work. Keep it going. We're halfway. Heel pressure front foot. Remember that glute. Don't forget about that glute. Nice work. Separate your movements. Last 3. Good. 2. And 1. Nice. All right. Sit up, knee to elbow. Then we'll take a water break. If you need water during the workout, you take your water at any time you need. Good. Swing up, twist. Remember the crunch variation if it's too hard. Crossing your arms over and crunching, or behind the head. If this is too easy, you could straighten out the legs, come up into a V. If you want it really hard, increase the intensity level. Make sure core stays straight. Give it a try if you want to. Nice job. Almost there. Last 2. And done. Good job. Drink some water. We're going to get into our second set of workouts. So we got our sumo squat and a stiff deadlift. We have a Renegade Row, our plank seesaw, and our leg lift with a pullover. So as we get into the second round, take some time, let your heart rate come back down, breathe through your nose, and I want you to think about why you decided to do your workout today, why you decide to work out any day. What's your motivation for it? And there's no right and wrong answer for your motivation. It's different for everybody. It could be feel good. It could be to look good. It could be to be more mobile and flexible, do yoga better. It could be, watch out, Roman. We'll start our sumo deadlift. It could be that you want to just improve your quality of life. So heels down, knees out. Squat, micro bend in the knee, stiff deadlift. Squat, knees out, micro bend, hip hinge. Good. Squat, knees out, micro bend, hip hinge. Good. Why do we work out? Improve your heart health. Your heart is a muscle too. Your heart needs to get stronger. The stronger your heart becomes from activity, the lower your resting heart rate is, which means that your heart doesn't need to beat as many beats in the day to circulate blood throughout your body. It becomes a more efficient pump. By doing activity, we make our heart stronger. We reduce our risk of heart disease, cardiovascular disease. We lower our cholesterol. Your motivation, last one, for a workout could be you just want to reduce pain. You want to reduce your lower back pain. Renegade Row. You need one dumbbell, center of your mat. Feet wide. Feet wide will help stabilize. Narrow is going to be really tough. Your hips are going to want to shift around. Go wide. Let's go. Row up. Switch hands. Good work. Keep it going. No, there's no right or wrong answer for motivation. All of our motivation is different. It could be that you want to play with your grandkids. You want to be able to go to the park with them. You want to be able to play in the park and not sit on the sidelines and watch. You want to be able to walk up the stairs and not be out of breath. It doesn't matter what your motivation is for working out. Nice work. Shoulders right over top of the wrist. I had to think about that for a second. Shoulders over wrist, wrist over shoulders. Good job. Last one. Pull up. Good. Modification would be going from your knees. Next round, if that was really tough, drop to the knees. Good work. Plank, seesaw, dripping sweat. Elbows down. Hi, Roman. Hips level, feet shoulder width apart. Push forward, pull back. Abs engaged. Squeeze your butt. Don't let those hips lift up. You're gonna feel this a lot in the shoulders. If this is too tough, hold that plank. Hold that plank. If that's too tough, drop those knees. Hold the plank. Engage your abs. Squeeze the glutes. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. Push forward. Pull back. And rest. Leg lift with a pullover. Come on your bed, Roman. Leg lift with a pullover. Good job. Lay flat on your back. Sit down. Sit down. That looks like a half sit. There you go. Weight behind your head. Soft bend in the elbows. Feet together. Soft bend in the knees. Engage that core. Rotate the pelvis. Lower back should be touching the whole time. No exaggerated arches like this. It puts way too much pressure on the low back. Push that back down. Breathe out as you come up. Breathe in. Breathe out. For this core one, let's all try to go to 15. If you want to push to 20, push to 20. Nice work. If you feel pain in the hips or pain in your lower back, bend the elbows, bend the knees. Still going to be very effective for your abs and helps protect the lower back. Nice work. We're almost there. One more. Good. Rest up. Drink some water. We got 2 more rounds. Okay, we got sumo squat to deadlift. All right, let's get your weights. Heavier weights, less reps. Lighter weights, more reps. Feet wide. Heel pressure, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. Squat, hip hinge over. Micro bend in the knee for that stiff deadlift. Never lock the joints. Squat, back straight, head up, chest up. Micro bend in the knee, hips sit back. Come up, squeeze the glutes. Good, squat down, come up. We got 2 more rounds, we can do it. We're gonna talk about post-workout fuel. 45 minutes, within 45 minutes of finishing this workout, we should be eating some type of protein, a quality protein to help your muscle recover. A complex carbohydrate, a simple sugar, all those things combined are going to help your body recover, and it's going to give you energy right after the workout. So a simple sugar, piece of fruit, something that's going to give you a little bit of energy right after. Doesn't matter. Bananas, oranges, apples, raspberries, strawberries, who cares? Whatever you like, give you a little bit of instant energy. Let's do one more. A complex carbohydrate. Nice job. Renegade Row. A complex carbohydrate, something that's going to digest slow within the body. Rice, oatmeal, quinoa. Feet up, wide, row, back and down. Elbow towards the hip. Nice work. If this is challenging, drop to the knees. Pull up, squeeze the shoulder blade. Right now, I'm using a 15. You can use a 20, you can use a 25, you can use a 10. Go based on your fitness level and how your body's reacting. Nice work. One more each side. Pull up, squeeze. Core tight, abs tight. Good. Plank, seesaw. From your elbows. Low plank position. Shift forward, pull back. Hips stay level. Abs are tight, glutes are tight. Look in between your hands. Don't look up, don't look to the side. When you look in between your hands, it neutralizes the spine. If you're looking up, you get a kink in the back of your neck. It's not going to be comfortable. Good work. Keep going. If it's getting too difficult, hold that plank. Deep breathing. Squeeze abs, squeeze the butt. And done. Good job. Leg lift pullover. Last post-recovery fuel, protein. One of the most important ones for post-workout. Feet together, small bend in the elbows, small bend in the knees, back pushes down, whole time. Come up, head and shoulders up and off the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Head goes down, head comes up. If you find your neck is hurting, keep your neck down, bend the knees. Work with what your body's telling you. No right or wrong. Just protect that lower back. And make sure you feel it in your abs. Good work, good work. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, we got one more round and then we're done, but we can do it. So any type of post-workout protein is going to be good. If you want a protein powder, if you like chicken, beef, fish, eggs, tuna, anything, whatever you like, a protein is going to be best for your body. If you're a vegetarian, beans are a great source of protein. All right, we got one more. Sumo squat and deadlift. Last one. I hope you're sweating because I'm sweating. Squat down, hip hinge, good. Back is straight, micro bend. The weights don't have to touch the floor. In either movement, they don't have to touch the floor. Listen to your body. You should feel a strong pull in the hip hinge, and you should feel heels down, glutes with the squat. Good, nice job. Squeezing your glutes at the top. I know it seems weird, squeeze your butt every time, but same thing with the breathing, right? Gives your workout, makes your workout more effective. If we're gonna do the workout, we're gonna do it right. Good job. Nice work. Heel pressure the whole time. Heel pressure the whole time. Squeeze those shoulder blades. One more. Push up, squeeze, hip hinge, squeeze. Good. Renegade row. High plank position. Hips level. Pull up. Elbow towards the hip. Try not to let those hips shift around too much. Wrists right under the shoulders. If you find you're doing this and you're pulling, puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder. Drop to the knees. Pull up. Squeeze the shoulder blade. You can still keep your hands right underneath the wrist until you build up that strength. Don't worry, your strength will come. Nice. Keep going. This is our last round. Really push. Try not to give up. Keep moving. Last one more each side. Good. Pull up. Nice. Woo. Plank seesaw. You need a towel. Low plank position. Push forward, pull back. Abs squeezed. Glutes squeezed. Keep going. The further you push forward and pull back, the harder it's going to be. If it's challenging, hold that plank. Hold or keep going. Really push yourself. This is the last one. Deep breathing. You got it. Nice. Good. Rest. We got one more. Think of how good we're going to feel. Okay. Hands behind the head. Push that low back down. Come up. Squeeze the abs. Breathe out. Straighter the legs, the harder it's going to be. If you find your lower back is coming up, bend the knees more, but keep going. Almost there. Let's do 5 more. You got it. 5. Good. Push. 4. Almost there. 2 and 1. Good work. Good work. All right. That's our workout. Stick around for the cool down. We got 5 more minutes. Deep breath in. We're going to start with a quad stretch. Drink some water. Remember, you've got to have half the amount of your body weight in ounces of water every day. Reach for the toe, open palm. If you can't reach your ankle, ideally ankle is best, but toe works just fine. Knee down, tight towards the body. Expand the chest. Pull back slightly on the elbow. Hip pushes forward. If you find you have trouble with balance, hold on to the wall. Hold on to the wall. We'll switch legs. Another variation. Toe on the couch. Push the hip forward. You can slowly sit back to where it feels most comfortable. With this stretch, it's not about open palm. It's not about how far you can bend over. What it's really about is keeping your abs engaged, driving this hip forward, and keeping your knee in line with your hip. So not out like this. Bring that knee in. Good, we're stretching quads, chest and shoulder for this one. Next is glutes. Again, if you need something to hold on to, use the wall for help. Cross your ankle over your knee. Sit the hip back and down. The more pressure you put on this angled knee with your palm to push that elbow out, the more you're going to feel it in your glute on the knee that's bent. So you can go a little bit lower if you like, or put a little bit of pressure to open that knee up. Good, we'll switch sides. Cross over. Sit back and down. Put a little bit of pressure in the knee. Sit the hips back. So not forwards. Don't tuck the butt under. Rotate the pelvis back and sit a little bit lower. So you feel that in the glute of the leg that's bent. Good. Last one. One foot out in front. Reach over. Reach for the toe. If you want to increase the intensity a little, lift the toe up. You should feel more of a stretch in your hamstring and in your calf. If that's too much or you feel knee pain, drop the toe back down and reach forward. Drop the head, round the spine, and then slowly stand up. We'll switch sides. Split the feet, reach for the toe. Take a couple breaths there. If that feels okay, lift the toe up to engage your calf. Always a micro bend, never locking the joint. We don't want to lock the joint. Keep a soft bend in the knee. All right, good work. Thanks so much for joining the workout today. I had a great time. I had a great workout. You guys did awesome, and I'll see you next week.